Our Earth, a sphere of breathtaking diversity, still cradles secrets within its deepest folds and most remote expanses. Beyond the familiar horizons of our daily lives lie realms where nature's artistry has sculpted beings of such extraordinary form and function they seem to have sprung from the very fabric of imagination. This is an invitation to journey with us, to peel back the veil of the known and venture into a world populated by the truly bizarre, the almost entirely unknown. These are not creatures of myth, but living, breathing testaments to the relentless, inventive power of evolution, each a unique solution to the challenges of existence, their stories waiting to be told, their forms waiting to be revealed. Prepare to encounter life in its most unexpected and fascinating manifestations. Tonight, we embark on an exploration of the planet's most peculiar inhabitants, creatures so strange they defy easy categorization, their adaptations honed to perfection in environments that often push the limits of endurance. What defines such an animal as bizarre? Is it an appearance that challenges our aesthetic norms, a behavior that rewrites the rules of survival, or a biological quirk that seems almost impossible? You will find that it is often all of these, woven together into a tapestry of life so intricate and wondrous, it inspires both awe and profound curiosity. Many of these remarkable beings have remained elusive, hidden from human eyes for millennia, dwelling in the crushing depths of our oceans, the scorching sands of our deserts, or the dense canopies of forgotten forests. Their very existence is a celebration of nature's boundless creativity. This is a countdown, a carefully curated procession of nature's outliers, each more astonishing than the last, culminating in a revelation that promises to redefine your understanding of what strange truly means. We will traverse the globe from the volcanic furnaces of the abyssal plains to the sun-drenched grasslands of remote continents, each destination unveiling a new marvel, a new protagonist in the grand drama of life. These organisms are not mere curiosities, they are vital threads in the rich biodiversity of our world. Their unique strategies for survival offering invaluable insights into the workings of the natural world. Their weirdness is their strength, a signature of their specialized existence. Stay with us as this extraordinary pageant of life unfolds. Join us then as we delve into these hidden corners of nature to witness creatures you may have never heard of, whose lives are a constant source of wonder. This channel is dedicated to uncovering such marvels, to bringing you face to face with the planet's best-kept secrets. This journey is more than just a showcase of the strange. It is an exploration of the power of adaptation, the beauty of diversity, and the enduring mystery that still pervades our living world. From the minuscule to the magnificent, the bizarre awaits, each chapter in our countdown revealing another piece of life's grand eccentric puzzle. Prepare to be captivated, to be amazed, and perhaps even a little bewildered by the sheer ingenuity of life on Earth. We begin our descent into the unknown, plunging miles beneath the ocean's surface to a realm of perpetual darkness and crushing pressure. Here, scattered across the volcanic seabed, hydrothermal vents spew forth superheated, mineral-rich water from the Earth's molten heart. Unlikely oases of life in an otherwise frigid desert. It is in this forbidding alien landscape off the coast of Easter Island that our first bizarre marvel was discovered, as recently as 2005, Kibahisuta, the Yeti Crab. Residing at depths of over 2,200 meters, this creature is a ghostly white apparition, a testament to how much of our planet's biodiversity still remains utterly unknown, hidden in the abyss. This is a world powered not by sunlight, but by chemical energy, a world where life plays by entirely different rules.
The Yeti crab presents an ethereal spectacle, its translucent white limbs and body perfectly adapted to a lightless existence. But it is the creature's claws and legs that immediately capture the attention, for they are adorned with what appear to be dense, flowing whiskers, giving it the appearance of wearing a fluffy, almost opulent bathrobe. These are not hairs in the way we understand them. They are dense fields of bristle-like structures known as setae, which give the crab its evocative and memorable name.
It navigates the precarious terrain around the hydrothermal vents with a slow, deliberate grace, its eyes greatly reduced, mere vestiges. For in this eternal night, sight is a sense of little consequence. Its very form is an enigma, hinting at an extraordinary lifestyle, a secret woven into its spectral appearance. The purpose of these remarkable hair-like adornments remained a puzzle for some time, a mystery locked away in the deep. They are not for insulation against the cold, nor are they mere decoration in this lightless world. The truth, when uncovered, was astonishing. These hairy limbs are, in fact, meticulously cultivated gardens. They host dense colonies of filamentous bacteria, an entire ecosystem thriving directly upon the crab's own body.
The Yeti crab is often observed rhythmically waving its claws through the mineral-laden plumes emanating from the vents, an action that serves to seed and nourish its bacterial crop. This is not a passive colonization, but an active, symbiotic partnership, central to its survival. This extraordinary relationship is a masterpiece of deep-sea adaptation. The hydrothermal vents, while providing chemical energy, also release compounds that are highly toxic to most forms of life, including heavy metals and sulfides. The bacteria cultivated by the Yeti crab are chemosynthetic, meaning they derive their energy from these very chemicals. In doing so, they metabolize the harmful compounds, effectively detoxifying the water in the crab's immediate vicinity, creating a more hospitable microenvironment.
Furthermore, it is strongly believed that the crab harvests and consumes these bacteria, making it a farmer in one of the planet's most extreme and challenging ecosystems, an aquaculturist tending its living pantry more than 2 kilometers beneath the waves. From the crushing, lightless depths of the ocean, our journey now takes us to an entirely different yet equally challenging environment, the arid, sandy plains of central Argentina. Here, in the dry Chacoan wilderness, beneath a sun-baked earth that shimmers with heat, lives a creature of such exquisite delicacy and profound secrecy that it seems almost to belong to the realm of myth. This is the pink fairy armadillo, or pichichiego, a diminutive marvel of miniaturization and a master of subterranean existence. It holds the distinction of being the smallest of all armadillos, seldom exceeding 10 centimeters in length, a mere handful of an animal, exquisitely adapted to a life spent almost entirely hidden from view. Its name alone, the pink fairy armadillo, evokes a sense of enchantment, and its appearance does not disappoint. It is adorned with a delicate pale pink shell, a carapace quite unlike that of its larger, more robust cousins. This dorsal shield is remarkably flexible, composed of approximately 24 articulated bands that allow for considerable movement, rather than being rigidly fused. Beneath this unique armor, its body is covered in fine, silky white fur, adding to its ethereal, almost fragile appearance. Its tiny claws, though small, are surprisingly powerful, perfectly sculpted for excavating tunnels in the loose, sandy soil of its homeland. But perhaps the most peculiar feature is that its shell is not directly attached to its skeleton along its entire length, but rather by a thin dorsal membrane, giving it an almost floating quality. This extraordinary shell structure is not merely for protection. It serves a vital physiological purpose in the harsh climate of the Argentine plains, where temperatures can fluctuate dramatically. The shell, with its rich underlying network of blood vessels, acts as a highly efficient thermal regulator. It allows the armadillo to dissipate excess body heat into the cooler sands when active, or conversely, to conserve precious warmth when the desert night air turns cold. This sophisticated biological radiator is crucial for its survival, enabling it to maintain a stable internal temperature in an environment of extremes. The flexibility of the shell also aids its movement underground, demonstrating how evolution intricately links form and function, crafting a creature perfectly attuned to its specific, demanding niche. The pink fairy armadillo is a phantom of the Pampas, a nocturnal specialist that conducts almost its entire life beneath the surface of the earth. It is estimated that these tiny creatures spend as much as 95% of their existence burrowed within the sandy soil, emerging only under the protective cloak of darkness. This profoundly fossorial or digging lifestyle has shaped its every adaptation, from its powerful digging claws and streamlined body to its reduced eyes. It doesn't just dig, it virtually swims through the loose sand, creating temporary burrows as it forages for its primary diet of ants, insect larvae, and other small invertebrates, occasionally supplementing this with plant matter. At the slightest disturbance, it can vanish into the earth with astonishing speed.
Across the vast, windswept steppes of Central Asia, a truly extraordinary creature roams, the saiga antelope. At first glance, one is immediately struck by its most defining characteristic, an enormous, fleshy, and remarkably flexible proboscis that droops comically over its mouth. This is no mere ornamental feature. It is a highly specialized tool, intricately evolved to contend with the harsh realities of its environment.
This pendulous nose, almost trunk-like in its appearance, gives the saiga an air of ancient wisdom, a creature sculpted by millennia of adaptation. It dominates its facial features, a prominent, almost alien structure that sets it apart from all other antelope species, a testament to nature's boundless creativity in equipping life for survival.
One of the primary functions of this incredible nasal appendage is to warm the frigid air inhaled during the brutal winters that grip these high-altitude plains. Temperatures here can plummet to unimaginable lows, and breathing such frozen air directly would inflict severe damage upon the delicate tissues of the lungs.
The saiga's proboscis, however, acts as a sophisticated heat exchanger. Its internal chambers are lined with a rich network of blood vessels and mucous membranes, creating a convoluted pathway through which the air must travel. As it does so, the icy air is significantly warmed before it reaches the sensitive respiratory system, a vital preconditioning that allows the saiga to thrive where others would perish.
Beyond its role as an internal radiator, this versatile nose serves as an exceptionally efficient air filter, an indispensable asset in an environment frequently choked by dust. The vast open steppes are prone to powerful winds that can whip up immense storms of fine, abrasive particles. During such events, the saiga's proboscis comes into its own.
The intricate internal structure, with its numerous folds and mucus-coated passages, traps these airborne irritants, preventing them from entering the lungs. This natural filtration system is crucial for maintaining respiratory health in a landscape where the air itself can become a hazard, ensuring the antelope can breathe freely even when the world around it is obscured by a suffocating veil of dust.
Indeed, this peculiar nasal structure, which lends the saiga an appearance almost reminiscent of a character from a child's imagination, is a masterpiece of evolutionary engineering. It is a vivid illustration of how form follows function, with every curve and internal complexity honed by the relentless pressures of its challenging habitat.
The seemingly awkward design is in fact a highly sophisticated adaptation, a biological air conditioning and purification unit rolled into one. This remarkable organ allows the saiga to navigate the extremes of its world, from biting cold to blinding dust, a unique solution to the perennial problems faced by life on these ancient, unforgiving plains. Deep beneath the damp soils and marshlands of northeastern North America, a creature of almost alien appearance conducts its life in perpetual darkness, the star-nosed mole. Its most striking feature, and indeed the source of its name, is an extraordinary nasal appendage. This is not a nose in the conventional sense, but a fleshy, pink, star-shaped structure composed of 22 highly sensitive, mobile tentacles or rays. These tentacles, arranged in a symmetrical, almost floral pattern, constantly twitch and explore, painting a tactile picture of its subterranean world. It is an organ of such peculiar design that it seems to belong more to science fiction than to the familiar fauna of our planet. Each of these 22 tentacles is covered in thousands of microscopic sensory receptors known as Eimer's organs, with over 25,000 of them packed into an area smaller than a human fingertip. This dense concentration of nerve endings makes the star arguably the most sensitive touch organ in the entire animal kingdom. It is not primarily an organ of smell, as one might assume given its location, but an incredibly sophisticated tactile tool. With it, the star-nosed mole can perceive textures, vibrations, and the minutest details of its surroundings with astonishing accuracy, creating a three-dimensional map of its lightless realm solely through the power of touch, a world rendered in exquisite detail by this living star. The mole's preferred habitat consists of wetlands, bogs, and damp meadows, environments where the soil is soft and easily tunneled and where its prey is abundant. In these murky subterranean corridors, vision is utterly useless. The star, however, is perfectly adapted for navigating and hunting in this challenging milieu. As the mole burrows, its tentacles rapidly sweep the area ahead and around its head, sampling the environment at an incredible rate. This constant tactile exploration allows it to detect the faintest movements of earthworms, insect larvae, and aquatic invertebrates, its primary sources of sustenance hidden within the soil or at the bottom of shallow water bodies it often forages in. The star is therefore far more than just a curious facial feature. It is the star-nosed mole's primary interface with reality, its window onto a world that we can barely imagine. It lives in a universe defined by texture and pressure, where every grain of sand, every wriggle of a worm is instantly registered and processed. This delicate yet incredibly powerful organ allows the mole to not only navigate its complex network of tunnels, but also to identify and locate food with an efficiency that is truly remarkable. It is a testament to how evolution can shape sensory systems to perfectly match the demands of even the most extreme and specialized lifestyles. From the crushing pressures and eternal darkness of the deep ocean comes a creature that truly seems to have swum out of the mists of prehistoric time: the goblin shark. This rarely seen inhabitant of the abyss, found at depths between 300 and 1300 meters, is often referred to as a living fossil. Its lineage stretches back an astonishing 125 million years, a testament to a body plan so successful it has endured while countless other species have vanished. Its ghostly, flabby, pinkish-grey skin loosely fitting its frame, and its most striking feature, a long, flattened, blade-like snout, give it an undeniably unsettling, almost spectral appearance. The elongated snout, or rostrum, is not merely for show. It is a highly sophisticated sensory array, densely packed with specialized electroreceptors known as ampullae of Lorenzini. These jelly-filled pores can detect the incredibly faint bioelectric fields generated by the muscle contractions of other living organisms. In the pitch-black environment of the deep sea, where sunlight never penetrates and vision is of limited use, this ability to sense the presence of hidden prey is absolutely crucial for survival. The goblin shark effectively sees its world through these electrical impulses, navigating and hunting in a realm of perpetual twilight with an almost sixth sense. Imagine the world this creature inhabits, a realm of immense hydrostatic pressure, capable of crushing creatures adapted to shallower waters. The temperature is near freezing and there is no light, save for the occasional bioluminescent flash from other deep-sea denizens. It is a hostile alien landscape to us, yet the goblin shark is perfectly at home here, a silent, patient predator drifting through the cold, dark waters. Its entire physiology is attuned to this extreme existence, from its soft, less dense body which aids buoyancy, to its specialized sensory systems that allow it to function where many others cannot. It is a true master of the abyss. The designation living fossil underscores the goblin shark's remarkable evolutionary stasis. For a creature to remain relatively unchanged over such vast geological timescales suggests that its adaptations are exquisitely tuned to its stable deep-sea niche. It has weathered mass extinctions and dramatic changes in the global environment, persisting in the dark, cold depths, a silent witness to the unfolding drama of life on Earth. Its ancient form is a direct link to the distant past, a reminder of the incredible tenacity of life and the enduring success of certain evolutionary designs in the face of unimaginable spans of time. In the remote, mist-wreathed mountain ranges of Yunnan province and the Tibetan Autonomous Region of China, far from the bustling world below, exists a creature of extraordinary resilience and peculiar charm. This is the realm of the Yunnan snub-nosed monkey, a primate adapted to life at breathtaking altitudes, often exceeding 4,500 meters. Here the air is thin, the temperatures frequently plummet below freezing, and the landscape is a mosaic of dense bamboo thickets and coniferous forests clinging precariously to steep, unforgiving slopes. It is in this challenging, almost ethereal environment that this remarkable monkey carves out its existence, a testament to nature's ingenuity in the face of extreme adversity, a true mountaineer of the primate world. The most immediately striking feature of this high-altitude specialist is, undoubtedly, its face. Unlike the prominent snouts of many of its primate cousins, the Yunnan snub-nosed monkey possesses a nose that is so reduced it appears almost entirely absent, with nostrils that open directly forward, giving it a perpetually upturned, almost comically surprised expression. This unique physiognomy is not merely a curious aesthetic, it is believed to be an adaptation to the intense cold, reducing the surface area exposed to frigid winds. However, this design also presents an amusing, if somewhat inconvenient, consequence. When the snow falls, as it frequently does in these lofty climbs, it can collect directly upon their faces and into these exposed nostrils. Life at such dizzying elevations demands more than just an unusual nose. These monkeys are covered in thick, multi-layered fur, providing essential insulation against the biting cold that defines their habitat for much of the year. Their coats, ranging in color from creamy white on their chests and faces to darker grays and browns on their backs and limbs, offer excellent camouflage amidst the lichen-draped trees and shadowy undergrowth. They are robustly built, with strong limbs suited for navigating both the dense bamboo stands and the often treacherous rocky terrain. Their very physiology speaks of a long evolutionary journey, a story of adaptation whispered on the thin mountain winds of their isolated home. Tragically, this extraordinary primate is also one of the world's most endangered. With fewer than perhaps 1,000 individuals remaining in the wild, their future hangs precariously in the balance. Habitat loss, driven by logging and human encroachment into their high-altitude sanctuaries, has fragmented their populations, isolating small groups and reducing their genetic diversity. The bamboo, their primary food source, is also vulnerable to climate shifts. The survival of the Yunnan snub-nosed monkey is thus a profound conservation challenge, a race against time to protect these unique creatures and the fragile mountain ecosystems they call home, ensuring their gentle presence continues to grace these silent peaks. As twilight descends upon the ancient rainforests of Southeast Asia, blanketing the canopy in a cloak of deepening shadows, a remarkable creature begins to stir. This is the Sunda Colugo, often misleadingly referred to as a flying lemur. It is in fact not a lemur at all, nor does it truly fly in the manner of birds or bats. Instead, it is a master of the controlled glide, a silent ethereal acrobat of the night sky. Its true evolutionary allegiances lie closer to primates, a subtle hint at a shared, distant ancestry. For now, though, as the moon casts its silvery light through the dense foliage, the Colugo prepares for its nocturnal ballet, a life lived largely unseen, high above the forest floor. The Colugo's most extraordinary attribute is its patagium, an extensive membrane of skin that stretches from its neck along its flanks, encompassing its limbs all the way to the very tips of its fingers, toes, and even its tail. When unfurled, this remarkable structure transforms the Colugo into a living kite, allowing it to launch itself from the highest branches and glide with astonishing grace and precision. It can effortlessly cover distances of up to 100 meters in a single silent leap, navigating the complex three-dimensional maze of the forest canopy with an innate understanding of aerodynamics, a living marvel of biological engineering, soaring from tree to tree with barely a whisper. This arboreal existence is lived out almost entirely under the cover of darkness. The Sunda Colugo is a creature of the night, its large, forward-facing eyes perfectly adapted for gathering the faint light that filters through the dense canopy. This nocturnal lifestyle offers several advantages: protection from diurnal predators, such as eagles, and access to a world of tender leaves, shoots, flowers, and perhaps even fruits that form the mainstay of its diet. It moves with a slow, deliberate caution when climbing, its sharp claws providing a secure grip on bark. But it is in the air, during its breathtaking glides, that its true elegance and mastery of its domain are revealed. Often described as a nocturnal ninja, the Colugo embodies stealth and efficiency. Its glides are not just for travel, but are a crucial part of its foraging strategy, allowing it to move between feeding trees with minimal energy expenditure and maximum discretion. It can adjust the tension in its patagium to steer, making subtle corrections mid-air to aim for a precise landing spot on a distant trunk or branch. This remarkable ability, a product of millions of years of evolution, allows it to exploit the rich resources of the forest canopy, a silent, shadowy figure drifting through the humid night air, a true phantom of the treetops. In the ancient, now much diminished lake system of Xochimilco, near the sprawling metropolis of Mexico City, dwells a creature that seems to have discovered the secret of eternal youth. This is the axolotl, a type of salamander that defies the typical amphibian life cycle. Unlike its relatives, which undergo a dramatic metamorphosis from a gilled aquatic larva to a terrestrial air-breathing adult, the axolotl retains its juvenile features throughout its life.
It remains fully aquatic, breathing through feathery external gills that fan out from the sides of its head like an elaborate headdress, a true Peter Pan of the animal kingdom, forever suspended in a state of charming, youthful aquatic grace. The natural habitat of the axolotl is a unique and historically significant environment. The Xochimilco Canal and lake system is all that remains of a vast network of waterways that once surrounded the Aztec capital of Tenochtitlan. These cool, freshwater channels, traditionally lined with chinampas floating gardens, provided a rich and sheltered ecosystem for these remarkable amphibians. Here, amongst the submerged vegetation and silty bottoms, the axolotl once thrived, a gentle predator feeding on small insects, worms, and crustaceans. Its pale, almost translucent skin, often pinkish or mottled brown, and its wide, seemingly smiling mouth give it an almost otherworldly, endearing appearance, a true native spirit of these ancient waters. This phenomenon of retaining juvenile characteristics into adulthood is known as neoteny.
For the axolotl, this means it reaches sexual maturity and can reproduce while still possessing features typical of a larval salamander, most notably its prominent external gills and a finned tail suited for aquatic propulsion. This evolutionary strategy, while unusual, has clearly been successful for the axolotl in its specific environmental niche for millennia. It is a fascinating deviation from the norm, a biological curiosity that has captivated scientists and enthusiasts alike, offering insights into the complex mechanisms that control development and maturation in vertebrates, including ourselves.
The axolotl holds a special place in Mexican culture and mythology. Its name derived from the Nahuatl language of the Aztecs, often translated as water dog or associated with Xolotl, the god of fire, lightning, and misfortune, who was said to have transformed into an axolotl to escape sacrifice. Today, its unique biology, particularly its neoteny and extraordinary regenerative abilities, has made it a crucial model organism in scientific research worldwide. Laboratories across the globe study this gentle amphibian, hoping to unlock secrets that could have profound implications for human medicine, a modern oracle in a humble salamander's form.
Deep within the ancient isolated forests of New Zealand, a land sculpted by time and remote evolution, there dwells a truly extraordinary creature, a parrot that has forsaken the skies. This is the kakapo, a magnificent, hefty bird, the world's only flightless parrot, and one of its rarest. Its existence is a testament to a bygone era, a time when these islands knew no mammalian predators, allowing life to take wonderfully eccentric turns. Weighing up to 4 kilograms, it is a substantial bird, its bulk a consequence of its terrestrial lifestyle, a path chosen when the air was free of danger and the forest floor offered all that it required for sustenance and survival, a gentle giant of the avian world. Its plumage, a beautiful mosaic of mossy greens and subtle yellows, flecked with brown and grey, provides exquisite camouflage amidst the ferns and leaf litter of its forest home. This dappled cloak renders it almost invisible to the untrained eye, a ghostly presence moving through the undergrowth. Its face, framed by whisker-like feathers, gives it an almost owlish, wise appearance, peering out from the shadows with an ancient knowing. A powerful, robust beak, perfectly designed for grinding seeds, fruits, and fibrous plant matter, speaks of its vegetarian diet, a diet sourced entirely from the rich bounty of New Zealand's unique native flora, a specialist in a land of specialists. The kakapo's decision to abandon flight, an ability so synonymous with bird life, was a bold evolutionary gamble, taken over countless millennia. In an Eden-like New Zealand, free from the stealthy paws of cats or the sharp teeth of stoats, the energy-intensive machinery of flight became redundant. Why soar when all you need is within reach on the ground? This ground-dwelling existence shaped its powerful legs, adept for climbing trees and traversing the forest floor, but left it utterly vulnerable when new dangers, brought by human arrival, eventually infiltrated its secluded paradise, shattering the long peace it had known. As darkness descends upon the forest, the kakapo emerges. It is a creature of the night, its senses finely tuned to this shadowy realm. Large eyes gather the faint light, and its keen sense of smell helps it locate food and navigate its territory. It even possesses a distinct, rather sweet, musty scent, a characteristic that, while perhaps endearing, tragically also served as a beacon for the introduced predators that would bring this remarkable species to the very brink of extinction. This unique aroma, a signature of its kind, once filled the night air, a subtle reminder of its presence in the deep, dark woods. High in the lush, humid canopies of Central and South America's rainforests, a hidden world thrives amongst the leaves and branches, a realm teeming with creatures of exquisite design. Here, clinging delicately to the underside of a broad leaf, we might, if we are exceptionally fortunate, encounter one of nature's most ethereal creations. The glass frog. This diminutive amphibian, often no larger than a human thumbnail, possesses a characteristic so astonishing it seems almost magical. It is a creature that offers a literal window into the workings of life itself, a marvel of biological engineering. The true wonder of the glass frog lies in its skin, particularly on its ventral side, its belly. Here the skin is so remarkably translucent that one can peer directly into its tiny body. The rhythmic beat of its miniature heart, the intricate coiling of its digestive tract, even the delicate structure of its bones, are all laid bare, visible to the naked eye as if through a pane of clear glass. This extraordinary transparency is thought to serve as a form of camouflage, breaking up the frog's outline and allowing it to blend seamlessly with the dappled light filtering through the leaves when viewed from below by a potential predator looking upwards. While the general trait of transparency defines the group, there is considerable variation among the many species of glass frog. Some exhibit almost complete translucency, while others retain subtle green pigments on their backs, further enhancing their leafy disguise. The precise biological mechanisms involve specialized pigment cells called chromatophores, or rather, a strategic lack of them in certain areas. This delicate, permeable skin is not just for show. Like many amphibians, glass frogs absorb oxygen directly through it, making the health of their skin paramount to their survival in the moist, arboreal world they inhabit. Their chosen home, the verdant rainforest canopy, is a world of perpetual moisture and dappled light. These arboreal acrobats are perfectly adapted for life amongst the foliage, their toes equipped with specialized pads that allow them to grip smooth leaves and slender branches with remarkable tenacity. Primarily nocturnal, they emerge under the cloak of darkness to hunt for small insects and other invertebrates, their large forward-facing eyes providing excellent binocular vision for pinpointing prey in the low light. By day, they remain motionless, relying on their incredible camouflage to avoid detection, silent, see-through sentinels of the treetops. Across the vast sun-drenched grasslands of South America, a unique and striking canid roams, the maned wolf. This creature, with its remarkably long, slender legs and a coat of burnished red fur, seems almost like a fox elegantly perched upon stilts. It is an iconic resident of the Cerrado, a sprawling savanna ecosystem characterized by its tall grasses and scattered trees, an environment to which the maned wolf is exquisitely adapted. Its very form speaks of a life spent navigating this specific challenging terrain, a testament to nature's ability to sculpt life to its surroundings. Those extraordinarily long legs, which give the maned wolf its distinctive silhouette, are not primarily built for blistering speed, as one might initially assume. Instead, they serve a more specialized purpose, to provide an elevated vantage point above the dense, often shoulder-high grasses of its habitat. This allows the wolf to peer over the vegetation, spotting potential prey such as small mammals and birds, or detecting the approach of any potential threats. Its gait is equally unique, a pacing motion where both legs on one side of the body move forward together, contributing to its slightly swaying, graceful movement across the landscape. The maned wolf, known scientifically as, holds a singular position in the canid family tree. It is the sole member of its genus, meaning it has no close living relatives, a truly distinct branch of canid evolution. It seems to blend characteristics one might associate with foxes, such as its reddish fur and relatively light build, with traits reminiscent of wolves, yet it is neither. The prominent erectile mane of dark fur along its shoulders and neck, from which it derives its common name, can be raised when the animal is threatened or excited, making it appear larger and more imposing. Its beautiful reddish-gold coat provides excellent camouflage amidst the dry grasses and earthy tones of the Cerrado, allowing it to blend seamlessly into the landscape, especially during the twilight hours when it is most active. Maned wolves are generally solitary creatures, preferring to hunt alone, and are largely crepuscular or nocturnal, using the cover of dim light to their advantage. They maintain large territories which they mark with powerfully scented urine, communicating their presence to other individuals across the expansive plains, a silent dialogue in a vast and open world. In the dense, humid undergrowth of South America's rainforests, a formidable predator embarks on its nightly prowl. This is no ordinary arachnid content to weave intricate silken traps and await its prey. Instead, the Brazilian wandering spider, true to its name, is an active hunter, a creature of perpetual motion and lethal efficiency. Its formidable reputation precedes it, whispered in tales of potent venom and unexpected encounters. It forgoes the patient artistry of web construction, favoring instead a direct, almost confrontational approach to securing its sustenance, a testament to its confidence and deadly prowess in this complex, teeming ecosystem. It is a solitary hunter relying on stealth and speed. This remarkable invertebrate belonging to the genus, which ominously translates to murderous, earns its common name from its nomadic lifestyle. Unlike its web-spinning cousins, it does not tether itself to a single location, waiting for unsuspecting insects to become ensnared. Instead, it roams the forest floor, a tireless nocturnal explorer, navigating the labyrinth of fallen leaves, tangled roots and shadowed crevices. This constant movement increases its chances of encountering prey, but also occasionally brings it into unwelcome proximity with human habitation, particularly in shipments of fruit such as bananas, where it sometimes seeks daytime refuge, leading to its rather alarming alternative moniker, the banana spider. Possessing a robust physique with a leg span that can reach up to 15 centimeters, the Brazilian wandering spider is an imposing sight. Its body is typically covered in dense, short hairs, often brownish or greyish, providing excellent camouflage against the leaf litter and bark of its preferred habitat. 2 prominent rows of eyes, 8 in total, grant it keen, albeit not exceptionally sharp, vision, primarily adapted for detecting movement in the dim light of the forest floor. More crucial are the highly sensitive sensory hairs, or setae, that adorn its legs and pedipalps, allowing it to perceive minute vibrations and air currents, effectively mapping its surroundings and detecting the faintest stirrings of potential prey or threat. Its primary weapon, of course, is its venom, a complex neurotoxic cocktail delivered through powerful chelicerae. When a suitable victim, typically insects, other spiders, or even small amphibians and reptiles, is detected, the wandering spider strikes with astonishing speed. The venom acts rapidly, overwhelming the nervous system of its prey, leading to paralysis and swift incapacitation. This efficiency is paramount for a hunter that expends considerable energy in its ceaseless patrols. The potency of its bite serves not only to subdue its meals, but also as a formidable defense mechanism against larger creatures that might view it as a potential threat in this perilous world. Far below the sunlit surface waters of our planet, in the crushing darkness and immense pressures of the abyssal zone, drifts a creature of almost whimsical charm. This is the Dumbo Octopus, a collective name for a group of cephalopods belonging to the genus. Its enchanting moniker is derived not from any vocalization, but from a pair of prominent ear-like fins that protrude from the sides of its mantle, remarkably reminiscent of the beloved animated elephant. These delicate colors provide little need for camouflage in a world devoid of sunlight. The characteristic fins, located high on its bell-shaped mantle, beat with a slow, rhythmic grace, propelling it through the water with an unhurried elegance. Its arms, webbed together almost to their tips, form a kind of skirt or umbrella, further aiding its gentle, drifting locomotion. S5, Media Group, Dumbo Octopus fins, Dumbo Octopus moving in water at stock at distribute_equally. These are not ears in the auditory sense, but rather highly adapted fins, the primary means by which this gentle creature navigates the profound depths it calls home, a serene ballet in perpetual twilight. The appearance of the Dumbo Octopus is quite unlike that of its more commonly known, shallower water relatives. Its body is typically soft, gelatinous and often semi-translucent, suffused with pale, ethereal hues of pink, orange or light purple, though some species can be a more robust, darker shade. It drifts like a phantom, a silent observer in one of Earth's most extreme and mysterious environments, a true master of unhurried grace. This extraordinary cephalopod makes its home on or just above the abyssal plains, at depths ranging from a daunting 1,000 meters to an astonishing 7,000 meters below sea level. Here the pressure is immense, capable of crushing creatures not specifically adapted to withstand it, and the water temperature hovers just above freezing. Sunlight is an impossibly distant memory, a phenomenon that has never penetrated these Stygian realms. S5. Media Group, Dark Deep Sea, Deep Ocean without sunlight, at stock at distribute_equally. Unlike many other octopuses that rely on powerful jet propulsion for rapid movement, the Dumbo Octopus employs a far more serene method. It gracefully flaps its large ear-like fins, much like an aquatic butterfly, allowing it to hover, ascend or descend with minimal effort. This method of swimming is perfectly suited to its deep-sea existence, where energy conservation is paramount and sudden bursts of speed are rarely required for predation or escape in the vast, sparsely populated water column.
Yet it is in this seemingly inhospitable domain amidst the eternal night that the Dumbo Octopus thrives, a testament to life's remarkable ability to colonize even the most challenging corners of our world.
And so our journey through the extraordinary tapestry of life concludes for now, having unveiled but a fleeting glimpse of the planet's most bizarre and captivating inhabitants. We've traversed from the deepest abyssal plains to the sun-drenched grasslands, encountering creatures that defy easy categorization, each a unique testament to the relentless inventive power of evolution.
These beings, sculpted by time and circumstance, remind us that the natural world is a theater of endless surprise, a repository of wonders that continue to challenge our understanding and ignite our profound curiosity about the sheer scope of existence. The diversity we have witnessed, from the bacterial farmer crab to the ear-flapping octopus of the deep, serves as a powerful illustration of nature's ingenuity.
Perhaps one of these remarkable animals has particularly resonated with your own sense of wonder, sparking a deeper appreciation for the intricate connections that bind all living things. We invite you to ponder which of these evolutionary marvels has most captured your imagination, and to share those reflections, for in discussing these wonders, we deepen our collective appreciation for the precious biodiversity of our shared world.
If this exploration into the seldom-seen corners of the animal kingdom has indeed stirred your spirit of discovery, your continued engagement allows us to embark on further expeditions of this nature. Supporting these chronicles of life ensures that the stories of these incredible organisms, and many others yet unknown, can continue to be told. Consider it an investment in the ongoing revelation of our planet's biological heritage, a commitment to fostering a greater understanding and respect for the myriad forms with which we share this Earth.
We extend our gratitude for your companionship on this voyage into the weird and wonderful. There are always more marvels to uncover, more extraordinary adaptations to comprehend, and more natural narratives waiting to unfold. Until our paths cross again, may you carry with you a renewed sense of awe for the breathtaking complexity and beauty of life, and may you continue to seek out the astonishing stories that our planet so generously offers to those who look and listen closely.